Hi everyone, this is Crystal. I have another Project Life video for you. This is week 1, and here I'm cutting down the Becky Higgins Design F page protector. And so I am going to be using, I had already done the title page for this album, which was just New Year's Day. And then this week is going to be from January 3rd through January 10th. But then the rest of my weeks are going to be going from Monday to Sunday. So here I'm just trimming down my photos, and I don't know why this week I had the hardest time trying to figure out what application on my computer I was going to use to print out my photos because I print them out at home. Anyways, so I'm just going to arrange them out, and now I'm going to pull out, I'm a subscriber to the Beautiful Messy box, and we got the January kit in, and I wanted to use this kit just for this layout. That was my goal. Although you will see me pull out one piece of paper from an Amy Tangerine 6x6 packet. So I'm just kind of flipping through the cards. Sorry, I was kind of off screen there. I need to work on where I am in my camera. So I'm just kind of going through here and just looking at the different cards and seeing what I want to use. So down there at the bottom right-hand corner, that's a number 1. It's a 3x3 card, square card. And then they had these cool little letters that came in that were black and white. I really like the color scheme in this kit. It was a bunch of pinks and teals and black and whites. Not typical colors I would typically use, or I gravitate toward, but I do like the teal color. I like that. So I don't know, I love orange, is like my favorite color, but teal is kind of my close second that I would use. So I found they had this transparency paper in there, and I was going to trim it down to be a 3x4. Sorry if you see my hair in there. I had taken a shower not before this, and so my hair was kind of a mess. So you might see some crazy hair in there every now and then. So now I'm going to ink all the edges to the cards. Oh my gosh, sorry, my dog is going crazy in the background there, and he wants to play. And I just trimmed that one down. It was already a 4x4, but I just trimmed it down just a little bit more because I kind of wanted the edges of I just wanted to give a faint little matte behind of that pink card there. So, and technically this picture was not, it was taken actually the a day, 2 days before New Year's Day. But kind of my thing was that I had gotten a new hairdo right before the new year, and I wanted to highlight that here in this week, because that was kind of my kickoff to the new year was a new hairdo. So I just glued down that number 1 to that transparency paper there with little cheetah specks, white specks stuff. What am I doing now? I'm probably looking at something in the box. Oh, see a little paper. I didn't realize that paper with this glitter kind of paper was in there. It was really cool. And then later on when I'm flipping through, I see that it's actually on the back of one of those 3x4 cards. So they had these little foam stickers, and I put that little heart up there. And then you can see off to the right, I have this must. And I wanted to cover up that dark picture. It's actually a picture of a weight because I just took a picture of me working out at the gym, and it was a Snapchat photo. And I didn't I did like the words down there, but I didn't realize it because Snapchat only gives you a limited amount of space to type words in. I had misspelled some stuff or had to abbreviate some things, and I kind of wanted to write it out. So here I'm going to write out basically what that little Snapchat says. And I don't know, something was wrong here. I just still didn't like what's going to go on. So I try to make it into a banner, but it still doesn't quite work down there. And I don't know what it is, but I need to find a pen that I like writing with. I don't know what it is, but my handwriting looks atrocious when I write with these, the pens that I use. I don't know what it is, because my handwriting is not that bad. So now then I just decided I'm going to use this white piece with a little line here, and that's where I write down my little journaling. And I wanted to use that must because it's a must for me this year is to really be working out more in the gym. I do run a lot, So my goal, one of my resolutions this year was to work out in the gym more, to be more consistent with it. So here I'm going to journal about oh my God, I'm journaling about the puzzle piece that was below. I'm actually going to rearrange these cards a little bit. I had finished that world puzzle, and when I finished it, I was missing 2 pieces, and I know they got lost somewhere, probably fell on the floor and then got vacuumed up. But anyways, because that box was brand new when I bought it. Anyway, so now I'm just journaling about when I went to the Texans game there with my friend, and it was my first NFL game. So I was super excited about that. And I kind of like that card that came in that messy box that says, well, that was, and you get to choose, and then why, you tell why. Now I'm going to add some journaling to that top picture of my friends and I in our little helmets there. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make some journaling lines with this stamp here. And I'm going to mask off some of the areas because I don't need all of the lines because it's kind of in a square or something, or in the landscaping mode of 3x4. So also, I don't know what happened, but I had ordered a Kelly Perky one of the journaling things, and somehow between picking it up in the mailbox and I guess I went to my car or something, it's gotten lost somewhere. So I'm kind of sad about that. But anyways, so I'm going to make do here with these journaling. I'm going to test it out on this, just this cardstock or little note card paper. See how it goes. And then now I'm going to put these lines on this little pink card here. One thing I do like about the Messy Box papers is that they're very, like, especially those journaling cards, they're very thick. They're a very sturdy cardstock. So they're not flimsy, very flimsy, which I like. I like that they're very thick. So here I'm at my journaling about this bike ride that we went on late at one evening. Pretty much, I felt like we were going all over Houston. But it was a lot of fun. It was the first time I had done that. And I actually enjoyed it a lot. Didn't think I would, but I did. So I just added my little journal right there. I'm going to trim it down because I needed to fit in that little bottom spot there. And I still am, I don't know, there's something wrong, something that's bothering me about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because it's so simple or what it is, the journaling or the corner. I don't know. There's something about that journaling that's still bothering me, but when I was working on it. And so I found this, and I cut these little circular stickers that they had on there, and I just cut it in half there, and I was trying to use the other half, as you can see, underneath that number 1, and I moved those 2 journaling cards there. So now what am I doing? I realized I need to do the date stamp of the date this was going on this week was, and I think that's what I'm pulling out right now is my date stamp in the little label stamp. Or that's what I was. Here's where I go and pull out the Amy Tangerine paper because they didn't have. I wanted a teal color to go up there by my name or by my picture up there at the top of the date stamp, and they didn't have any more of them in the packet in the kits that came. So I went and found one from the Amy Tangerine collection there. And then, so I just putting the date stamp, getting the dates, figuring out the date. I think I look on my phone to make sure I have the right date, clean up my stamps a little bit there. And now I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to kind of place it there behind that little foamy heart stamp. You're going to see me fiddle with that a little bit and mess with it to make it right, just how I like it. So I had to pull up the stamp. And there we go. And I actually was quite happy with how that card turned out. And I think I even thought about putting some journaling or something on those pictures at the Texans game, but I decided there's not really any room. So I just left it like that. And now I'm going to slide these in. I had to trim some of these because I don't know if it bugs anybody else to no end, but it bugs me in to no end that they're not exactly 3x4s, that they're a little bit smaller. Just like a little hair smaller. But anyways, it drives me nuts. So I'm just trimming them down so I can slide them in and stuff. Now when I do the backside, I do know, and I'll keep in mind that is transparency paper. So when I do the backside behind that number 1, like I said, I'm going to keep that in mind. So when I do next week too, I will figure out how I'm going to lay that out. And hopefully, if I have time, I'll make a video of that. I should. That's another thing I'm trying to do is be more diligent about my scrapbooking and to enjoy it, the process, and not get stressed out. So now I also have bought my album, which I got from Hobby Lobby, a 12 by 6 album they had. And I think that's what I should be getting out right now, if I remember correctly. Yes, here it is. I'm just kind of taking out all the packaging off and opening it up and stuff. So I was kind of also, as I was putting this in here, I realized it has that lovely photo pocket in the front, which I'm not too fond with a lot of these albums having that little photo pocket. So I was just, as I was looking through, I was debating what I was going to do, and I thought about putting that glitter paper, but then I was like, no. Then I saw this black and white one, and I thought that went better with the outside of the cover since it has that black and that white stitching. So I just kind of measured it out, that little transparency thingy that slides in cover. And I think I have to trim it down a little bit because it's just, and I thought about putting the 16 there for it being 2016, but then, I don't know, I wasn't quite feeling it. I kind of liked it, but then I just didn't want to, I don't know. I thought about doing, I think, and what I did end up doing is I ended up putting, yeah, see, you just see me messing with it. I couldn't decide. So what I end up doing is I end up putting those little sequins inside there. And I don't know, they probably won't last. I'll probably change it up again. And if I do, I will share it with you, or at least what I do, the finished project of it. So, and I had some other sequins on the side. I thought maybe you want me to do those, but that was it. So thanks for watching and have a great day.